Go like this, so that when you're applying your eyeliner on my blog. Okay, check, check, check. Okay, I said everything I wanted to say at the beginning. Okay. How can I hello my Bond Beauties? Okay, I don't know what's going on with this hair back here. Okay, so today's video is a very casual, laid-back, rambling, very talkative video because it's time for favorites. So my hair's pulled back, it's messy, we're just hanging out, I'm crisscross in my chair. So it means it's a casual video. So if you don't like rambling, just be aware, I'm gonna do that. Also, I have a lot of products to talk about, so there is a lot of good information here, so you can kind of see what some good products are out there in the drugstore. Everything is drugstore except for two things, I believe, and I'll try to link everything off down below, and you will see close-ups on my blog. Okay, check, check, check. Okay, I said everything I wanted to say at the beginning. All right, so let's get straight into it. So first off, I'm going to talk about some brushes. So these are the Wet n Wild brushes. They're semi-new and you can find them at Walgreens, and these are my two favorite face brushes. This one here is the, I think it's a flat top brush or flat top kabuki brush. It doesn't have a name on it. So I love this because it's so dense, but it's so soft at the same time, and it just applies your foundation so nicely. It blends everything out. You have a very smooth finish, and I also like that you can add coverage. So if you use this motion, it adds coverage. If you just blend out and buff out like that, it just smooths everything, gives you a flawless finish. So I've really been liking this one, and then also this one right here, which is the contouring brush. Now the reason I like this one over some of the other contouring brushes that looks exactly like this that I have is because it's pinched here, but it still is not super, like, it's not super pinched. So it still has some blending capabilities. So on top of the fact that it's skinnier, so it'll give you that nice contouring line, you can still blend out your contour so you don't look too chiseled. It looks more natural, and it's just really, really nice. But if you want it to look chiseled, you can always get on the point and really chisel it out with the point of this brush. So I really like this contouring brush. I think it's a great buy. These are both $1.99 at Walgreens, and they usually have sales, things like that. It's either $1.99 or $2.99. I think it's $1.99. And they usually have sales. So if you can get your hands on these are awesome brushes and super affordable. I also haven't had them shed on me at all, so I really like that. Next brush is this one. This is the e.l.f. complexion brush. This is not new to me. I've had this for years and it's still going very strong. It never sheds on me, and it's just this really nice multitasking brush. So it's kind of pinched here, so it's thinner here, so you can see it's like not super poofy. So you can definitely use it for bronzer, but you can also turn it on its side like this and use it for any kind of powder that you have, and then you can definitely use it for blush. This is just a great multitasking brush from e.l.f. and it's $3. If you don't have this, you should definitely give it a try. I have been loving it with bronzer. So I have been using it sometimes to contour when I want a soft contour, but also with my bronzer, with my glowy bronzer, and I used it like that today. So I applied it all over the cheeks, up here in the forehead, and I've really been loving this. So the next brush I have is this Coastal Scents. This is the BRC N15 brush, and it's an eyeliner brush. You can kind of see that right there, and it does have bristles, like it does have hair, but it's not, sometimes with these types of brushes, the hairs, it has like the middle hairs that go straight up, and then it has a couple bristles that go like this, so that when you're applying your eyeliner, sometimes the eyeliner goes crazy, but this one doesn't. So all the bristles go straight up. There's not any strays, any of them doing any weird thing on their own. And I like that it's thin enough that you can create a really thin line, and also it's pointy enough that you can go ahead and create a really precise wing. So this is one of the very unique brushes because I feel like a lot of brushes like this, they don't last, they don't create a really nice wing. It's just difficult to find a good eyeliner brush, and this is a very, very good one. And so again, from Coastal Scents, so it was very affordable. Just find it on their website. And you can use this for gel eyeliner, but you can also use this for liquid eyeliner. So I have been using it with the LA Colors Graphics eyeliner, which I love. I've been using this all month long. But this one has like, it's not a sponge. I don't know what to call it. They're not bristles. So it's very thick, and it's hard to create a really thin line and a very precise wing with this. And so what I do is I just get in here like this and I go ahead and use it. And this is also really nice if you do makeup on somebody else, or you just happen to do makeup on somebody else, or if you're a beginner. This is just so easy to use because the bristles are dense enough that when I go like this, they don't just flop over. So they're not just gonna flop everywhere as you apply pressure to your eye. They're still gonna stay pretty stiff. So I feel like it's a lot user-friendly than other eyeliner brushes. So it's a favorite, and of course this LA Colors Graphics eyeliner is definitely a favorite. Super, super black. It dries very quickly. It's not waterproof, but unless you're going out in the rain or in the water, this is just really, really nice and super affordable. You can find this at the Dollar General, I believe. So next is this e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner, and I really, really like this. I've been using this for years, and I don't think I've ever mentioned it, but this is great for just a cleaner on a daily basis. It has a spray, and I just spray it, and then you clean it on a paper towel, and then you can use it again for a different color or for a different product. And so it's really nice on a daily basis, and it helps keep your brushes clean so you don't have to wash them as often. So I really like this one. I mean, I feel like it works, and so I've kept it, and I've had it for years, and I'm still have a lot left on here. So next is something that I showed you guys in my last video in my review, and this is the Truffle Therapy Serum from Skin & Co. And I don't use that many skin products. I don't mention a lot of skincare products here on my channel, but I was sent this and I tried it, and I actually love it. I have been using it every single day for more than half of the month, and I love this. It's very, very, very thin, and it doesn't feel greasy at all. It doesn't feel oily, and it just goes on really smoothly on the skin, and then it dries quickly, and you feel your face just firm up and just absorb it, and you feel hydrated. And then whenever you apply moisturizer over top of this, it just goes on so smooth. Your skin looks smooth, and then whenever you apply your makeup over top of that, it just makes your makeup look so good, and it just makes everything apply nicely on your face. So I've really, really been enjoying this one, and you can kind of learn more about it in my review, and I also have a blog post about this. Next is concealer. I have been using this Wet n Wild highlighting and concealing pen, and this one I got in a happy medium, and this one actually I feel like for concealer, it's good because it has that salmon color, and it will cancel out your under eye circles. This is what I use today specifically to cancel out my under eye circles because it is that orangey color. So I used it today right here, and then on top of that I use the Instant Age Rewind in Neutralizer, and I used this in that inverted triangle to kind of highlight certain points on my face. And so I really like the formula of this. I wish I would have gotten a lighter one so that I could highlight with it, because it would be great like that. But this one isn't bad because it does cancel out my under eye circles. It doesn't feel thick at all. It feels really light, and it doesn't settle into my fine lines. It doesn't dry it out under there. I just really like the formula, and then just this pair on top of it just works really, really well. Now, I'm not doing this in any particular order. Obviously, I'm just like skipping around. I was gonna try to do it in order, but then I went straight from brushes to eyes instead of to face. I went brushes, face, eyes, and I still have face products to talk about, so whatever. This is just gonna go, just how it goes. So this is the e.l.f. Healthy Glow Bronzing Powder in Sunkissed, and it's from their Essential line, which is their $2 line, or this might be still $1. When I bought this, it was $1, so And this is what it looks like. It's a bronzer, and I used it today to bronze up my cheek area, to bronze up here, and just give me a bronzy glow. And this is actually for their $1 product. This feels so soft when you kind of dip your finger in there. It feels almost creamy. It has like this, I don't know, this creaminess to it, and it is so beautiful. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a very beautiful sun-kissed glow, and I love it for bronzer. And I just recently used the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, and it was too light for me. Like, it didn't work on my skin. It just made it look muddy, and it just did not look good. But this one is not too light. It gives you a really beautiful subtle glow. I also like this to go over top of blushes, so for a blush topper, because it gives a little bit of a glow, a little bit of a highlight without having to add an extra highlight, and it just looks really, really good. And it's not like it's not glitter, you know what I mean? Like, for a product that's so inexpensive, they did a really good job of making it glowy instead of glittery, you know what I mean? So I really, really love this. I have been loving it, and I've been using it with the complexion brush that I talked about earlier. Also from e.l.f., I've been using this little baby right here, and I've used it so much that the wording just kind of came off. But this is the Oliver Face Color, I believe, and this one's in Pink Lemonade. And again, from their Essential line, this is what it looks like. It's a very pretty pink color, and this has like a glow to it. It doesn't have glitter, but it has like a glow to it. This is another one of those products that is just unheard of. Nobody talks about it, but it's so good, especially for the price of $2. And they have all different colors. And the reason I like this is because this is a multitasker. You can use it as a blush. You can also kind of pat it onto your lips. Today I used it as my blush, and the way that I use this is it is a creamy product. But the way I use it is that I put it onto my hand, and I grab a stippling brush, or you can grab a complexion brush, whatever you want. I go over top of it, and then I start to apply it and work it into the skin. This is so incredibly blendable, you guys. This is so blendable, and when it does blend out, I'll show you. It blends, you can see right there, it just turns into like a really pretty blush color. It doesn't feel tacky, it doesn't feel creamy. I don't feel the need to set it, is what I'm trying to say, because it doesn't turn into powder, but it just blends into your skin and just leaves you with a beautiful flush color. So I really, really have been enjoying this one, and this one's in Pink Lemonade. One of my favorites. But if you haven't tried these are a great way to try cream products for your cheeks. They just work really well. I mean, you could blend it out with your finger, but I prefer putting it on your hand, blending it out, and doing it that way. It's so much better, and it's so much easier, very user friendly. Next is this mascara. This is from Jordana. This is the Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara, and I haven't tried any Jordana mascaras previous to this because I thought Jordana, it's a very affordable brand. You can find it at Walgreens, okay? And I thought they're so affordable, kind of like e.l.f., and I thought that their mascaras are going to be like e.l.f. mascaras. e.l.f. mascaras are terrible. Do not try those mascaras. They are terrible. And so I thought, okay, this is probably going to be one of those type of products that just has great products. When it comes to mascaras, they're just terrible. But I love this. I love it because the formula is not too dry and it's not too wet. I feel like when it's wet, it clumps your lashes together, so they don't spread out very well. And then when it's too dry, it leaves actual mascara clumps on your lashes. So you get clumpy lashes either way, and this is a happy medium. It's not too dry, it's not too wet, and it just does a really good job of lengthening, volumizing, and the brush is it's a very ordinary type of brush, nothing special, but it works really nice. I really like this one. Next is my lips. So this is something I've had for a while, and I kind of rediscovered it. This is the Be a Bombshell Lip Balm in Ruby, and it is a lip balm, but for a lip chapstick type of lip balm, it gives out a really pretty color. So this is what I have on my lips today. And I put this over top of the Tint and Sass lip and cheek stain from Elizabeth Mott, and I'm not sure what color this one is. I don't know if they have different colors or not, but I put this on top. It's a stain, and then I put this lip balm on top over that, and I feel like it gives you like a popsicle, like you're sucking on a popsicle type of look. So it looks a lot more natural, it's a lot more subtle, but it still gives you color to your lips, so you just don't have nothing. And so I really do like this. So this is something that's great for anybody, but especially for teens, for moms, for those who don't like to wear a lot of makeup, a lot of flashy makeup. This is just a good way to kind of get into color, but I don't know, feel like it's more wearable and more comfortable. So I love this. So I had to talk about this. You guys saw this in my recent haul. How can I not? What is that? Okay. How can I not? I have been obsessing over this. Other than the fact that the packaging is gorgeous, you guys. It's just a beautiful palette. Just perfect. It has a big mirror, very nice. I love the packaging part of it, but the colors in here are just so gorgeous. They're neutral, but there's some that are warm, there's some that are a little bit neutral and cooler toned. And so I feel like it's such a palette that would just work for a lot of different preferences, skin types, things like that. So I have been so loving this. These eyeshadows are so soft and creamy. I've been using it literally every day, especially when I'm off camera. Sometimes even when I'm on camera and just not doing a makeup tutorial like my review, I use this palette. And I try so hard in my tutorials not to overuse this, because this is all I want to use. There's so many looks that I can do with this, and I just want to just bombard you guys with tartlet magic. That's what I want to do. So these are really soft. Some of my favorite, of course, is Rebel right here, which is this warm mid-tone color, and that's what I have on in the crease, blended out with Smarty Pants right here. Now these are so soft. Let me just show you those two colors right here. These are just some really nice formulations. And I've also been loving Funny Girl, especially for in the inner corner right here. It's so brightening. I also added it right in the center of my lid, just very subtly to give me a little bit of like a bright look. And it's kind of like, this color is so interesting. This Funny Girl color is so interesting because it's like a champagne color, but then it has like a peachiness gold to it, and it's so beautiful. I love it. So I've been loving this palette. I think it's such a good, it was such a good buy. At first I was kind of like unsure about, but I really have been like loving it. Like, so that's it. That's all of my favorites. I am gonna have a blog post up with kind of swatches showing you kind of close pictures, as well as pictures of my makeup if you want to see like where I used what in today's look. And typically, something I started about 6 months ago or whatever, whenever I was doing videos back then, I started to do a favorites video, and then the next video after that, like on Wednesday, would be my monthly favorite makeup look. So my top makeup look that I've been using all these products, my favorite look that I've been using with these products. That was a tongue twister. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna start doing that again. If you do want that and you want to see that, then you know what to do. Click the like button. And so yeah, I'll be showing you how I use all these products in my next tutorial, so stay tuned for that on Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys are having a very good start of the week. Mondays are very slow. Mondays are always very slow. I hope you're having a good Monday, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Specifically interested about this serum, and mainly because I don't use serums in my skincare routine. Two, I don't